void.
Thanks.
The crater here will drive you mad.
Thanks.
And only death
Thanks,
will
Storm.
bring peace.
Thank you, Storm Reaver. So guess what I did again? I jumped in the quest and I started thinking I was just streaming and not recording. Silly me. Start over again, part 2, Madstone Crater. I was, I don't know, maybe probably about halfway through the this first fight here.
Malign magical power. Blaze looks down at you.
When I realized I had to start recording, I was like back and forth on the I could start the video here, but then I really like that splash screen.
Blaze calls out after you. Find the seers. Help them stop this madness before we tear ourselves apart.
So I was talking about how great it is to be ranged in a wide open quest like this one. And, well, this one right now, anyway. I mean, just look at this. This is pretty insane. I also mentioned that this is not like the greatest damage ever either, although it's solid. It's reasonable. I suppose I'll allow it. Alright. So that is the little kill a bunch of guys at the beginning part of the quest. You can skip it. I've tended to not skip it anymore. It's not so long for, what, almost 3,000 experience that, I guess it's closer to 2,000 than 3,000. But it's more than 2,000. So 2,000 experience plus, it's not so long that you have to really worry about it.
Heat wells up from the floor.
Yeah, I can't believe that Plague Reaper managed to get a hit in on us. That's a sad. My ice bolts. Bam! Killed him before the first one killed him. What a drip.
There are no signs.
Alright, these guys should all be immune to cold, so let's switch to
only piles of
a burning mode here. Good firewall, good web. Let's go to town. Should do a bunch of bludgeoning damage.
A gateway slides open.
Alright.
And beyond,
so, first
giant
secret that a lot of people don't know is you can just knock this guy right out of the combat and he won't engage you anymore. Just shoot him. You don't have to kill this guy. You can just knock this guy out and talk to him, and then he'll move away. Which also means you can just knock him out to start with if you'd like.
Come quickly.
Alright, switch back to ice mode. So right now I very distinctly have two different modes, as it were. I have the ice mode using the quarantine rune arm, and I have like fire mode using the dumpster fire. That's not the only piece of gear that gets swapped around for them, the various modes. So we have a thrumming cord belt and the equivalent of the burn scar slash for the various belt switching. That gives a enhanced combustion or enhanced ice. Which, of course, when you put on your rune arm, the rune arms usually have like a big combustion or a big glaciation. Aw, he didn't die. He poofed away. We'll see if he comes back. The troll came back the very next... I guess it's a giant, not troll.
rough scene from the crater floor lies ahead. A shimmering magic crystal at its top.
Same thing with that guy. A trick that I used to try very hard to do, but now I'm not as worried about it as I used to be, is I would try to pull one of those guys back here.
The seer stands before.
Because if you can get the seer feared, he'll run like way down the...
Defend me. I must shatter this evil thing.
He'll run like way down this hallway or whatever, and the bad guys run to him. Alright, so we're going to put him in attack mode. We're going to tell him to defend this guy. To get this party started.
The seer turns to you.
Quick. See if we can get caught.
Protect me.
Alright, perfect. Let's get a nice storm running. Move our web slightly. As long as... Oh, excuse me. I mentioned that I took a car ride, I think, today. Maybe not. Maybe that was in the stream portion of the video. But long car rides are hella my neck and back. It really triggers my migraines real good. It's part of the reason why I skipped the Cairo today, and I instead going to go on Thursday, which means I'm going to have the rest of today and all of tomorrow. That'll be terrible. So I apologize. Fresh. AoE's running over there. Not as worried about the damage actually like hurting or killing the guys. It's a nice perk. But realistically, I'm just trying to get the aggro focused on me as opposed to focused on the seer. As long as they're mad at me, they're not going to try to take out the seer. Which is all I really want.
Almost done, the seer screams. Not much longer.
Not much longer. I may have to switch to night streaming as well. And this is the advantage of being overpowered ranged. So good. You just crush them. Wow, that guy didn't die to a fully charged rune arm. Alright, now we have a problem. Woo! That was super close. You see how close that was?
It is near, I am sure.
Man, Plague Reapers. Plague Reapers are like one of the few things that legitimately cause a problem against like a seer there. They come in, they do enough damage that the seer falls really quick. And then if you give them the healing curse or whatever, you can get them.
Undisturbed for a very long time.
Let's see, we do have precision running. Just like checking things. I feel like I'm missing something important. I know these guys are all boned, so all of our sweet cold damage is doing nothing. Our crits are doing very little.
And a maddened giant seer
Just talk myself into switching
out.
Alright, so I'm going to try to demonstrate this right here. See, he says wait, stop. And then I talk to him and he just teleported out of here. Just to demonstrate that, that point that I was trying to make earlier. We switched to full back into cold mode. Full back to full. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's some punch. Definitely let that oversteep. Woo. Those tannins are strong. To message Remington when he gets home and see if he can bring us a couple cans of seltzer water. Make us a different tea. See if he's good enough to help his daddy out.
A bright cascade of lava plummets from height. Below, it forms a river of heat that winds into the crater's gut.
Just gonna knock everything out. I'm gonna stand up top and just shoot everything. Just rain fire down from below. I'm not gonna worry about doing the various, like, try to keep them down to the bottom tricks here. The crystal started. Protect the seer, please.
Do the ritual. You keep me safe.
Alright, let's make sure he's healed. You're supposed to be down there guarding him. Really love it if you'd go down there and guard him instead. Alright, let's go ahead and throw a web up here to recatch this guy. Is this guy like in the safe spot?
The seer calls out. Keep them at bay.
We'll just stand up here and shoot everything for days. That guy apparently is in some sort of safe
Another
spot.
crazed storm's heart falls.
I guess
There are
he
surely
creeped out.
more, but at least their number has been culled.
Keep an eye on him, make sure he stays healed.
Almost done, the seer screams. Not much longer.
Not much longer, he says. Oh, he's coming downstairs. My guy's at least in a position where he's gonna try to attack me, I guess. A little sad that he won't step out where I can actually just shoot him, but it's okay.
The seer looks dizzy, and faith.
Alright.
I could feel him.
Alright, we're gonna pick up the bags and the souls, whatnot. Hey, there he is. I was gonna call you, but then I heard you come downstairs. So I oversteeped this tea.
Okay.
And it is insanely bitter.
Okay.
Could I either get a couple of cans of the seltzer water or another tea made?
That's fine, yeah. I'll bring some water.
Okay, thank you. You can take this upstairs and dump it out. It is super bitter.
Alright.
Like, if it's too bitter for me...
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Alright. 1 a Remington J Dwarf.
The tunnel rises ahead, winding up the crater's edge.
Yeah, we're just taking things easy. Stabbing guys from way back here. I feel like there's a couple of shots where this rune arm is freezing things just from regular shots. It's not listed as a power. Oh, speaking of power. There you go.
I'm gonna make those pork chops. Did you want any?
From beyond
Not right
the
now.
open
Just make them all or whatever and put them in the
dull
refrigerator.
sound of
Sounds good.
footsteps,
Alright.
dry as rattling bones.
What do you plan on cooking them in? Just regular oven?
Well, I can use the air fryer. How long would I put them in for, though?
No idea. That's why I was asking if you were gonna like watch it and experiment, or if you were just gonna not and just put them in the oven.
That's fine. I can give the air fryer a try. Sounds fun.
Okay, just keep in mind that you're gonna want to keep a pretty close eye on it.
Alright.
Alright. So we're experimenting with the air fryer quite a bit at the moment, in case you guys couldn't tell. I'm trying to decide if we're going to use the air fryer in the bus. I need to check its electricity usage. But it's starting, assuming that the electricity usage is reasonable, it's starting to look like that'll probably be our oven type device. And of course the solar oven, so. You can do a lot in the solar oven. It just takes longer. Which is fine as long as we have a plan. Oh my gosh, these guys are shooting us with arrows from above.
To the crater's northern slope.
Alright, we have to go this way. Mostly because there's a collectible over here. 2 collectibles, actually. What's this one? Neither one of them are especially valuable, but it's not the point. The point is they could have been. They could have been insanely valuable. We got like 2 medium dragon shard fragments today, I think, by hitting collectibles, and those are quite valuable. When you're in a hurry, anyway. They give experience. I think they all give experience points elixirs to some degree or another. So Brel has logged on. Guess that means the hot scene is over.
Across the bridge and up the cliff lies the north.
Across the
crystal.
bridge and up the cliff. To Grandma's house we go. Shooting all these guys. Take extra fire damage with the fire stuff, and then we'll switch back to the cold rune arm here.
The seer awaits your order. Nervously
Get this crystal shattered. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get these guys' attention up here up top. We're going to do our best not to kill them in the first like handful of seconds of them existing. Like that. We want to try to keep the aggro for ourselves here. Looks like I was unfortunate. But if we can keep the aggro up here. There we go. We should be pretty lucky to...
The seer calls out. Keep
Oh, ow. That's some damage. Let's get a request for a heal in. Alright, or not. Durham, baby, come on. I'm right here. Durham, can I have a heal? How about me? Do I get healed? Still just waiting patiently for this heal. Oh, I bet he can't be Madstone because he's flicking off his spells. He is Madstone. Nice. Alright, well the Seer's not taking damage, so those will be fine.
Not much longer.
So normally, if you don't have enough damage to just like auto kill the guy, what you would do is you would get all the aggros up top, and then you just go stand in this little cave and wait patiently. How much longer on this? Alright, looks like his rage just ended. Hey, look at there. Thanks, bud. Maybe go back to defend him mode. The Seer and I can hang out.
Very weak. The magic comes.
Alright, I'm also going to take a second and show you where to get the key, and we'll do this other optional. We've been moving through this quest very quickly, so there's no reason not to stop and do the optionals. I need to remember that I'm using a litany, and I can litany up before buffing. Not that we really need to worry about saving, I don't know, 100 mana, but sometimes every little bit helps. I'm going to put my phone back in, since I did not have to call Remington.
An ancient gate is soundly
If you need a shrine, there's one right
It
here.
shows no signs of having been opened in a very long time.
And then if you can D-door from here, doing this optional actually costs you like nothing extra. If you cannot D-door, then it does cost you time if you have to run back. So sometimes it may not be value for you if you have to run. Is there more hidden text on this thing? I feel like there's... I don't understand where this poison damage is coming from relatively consistently after like tier 3. See, I see the poison drop and immune. But I don't see anything that says...
3 ancient
opponents take half
enchanters
fortitude
rise
damage. Okay,
from their
so this is a
slumber,
poison.
ill-pleased at a stranger's intrusion.
Oh, that's a bunch of algae.
Though these skeletal enchanters did
Part of
not
the
cause Madstone
trash
spell,
up here.
they
The
used
trash shot.
powerful magic to defend it.
See it now.
It will go easier.
Opponent
now
struck,
that
receive a
they are
fortitude
gone.
save for half damage when fully charged. It fires 2 projectiles to go much faster. Much faster. Alright. Oh, we have 2 chests over here. Did we get this big collectible? We must have. I must have autopiloted the collectible. Boop boop. Collectible. Alright, so then like I said, we're gonna hit the D door. We found I think we can go back to cold at least for
Just
until we
in
get to
time,
the end
says
fight.
Blaze. Look, the gate to the spire's gone down, and a horde of maddened monsters is
Also
coming through it.
also does a whole bunch of extra damage against these fire giants here. These cold giants. They're cold now because I'm freezing them with my cold rune arm. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, we got 2 guys. Our shield spell just wore off. Our greater heroism. No way we've been here for 20 minutes, has there? 26 minutes,
The
alright.
crater's large central spire lies
Not the
beyond
fastest
the
run, I
gate
really
alone.
feel like we
Is
lost a
the
little time
caster
there
of the
then.
madness magic way to top that peak? A narrow ramp
Intriguing.
winds up to the top of the spire. At its peak, the true caster of the Madstone spell awaits. A skeletal warlock. This must be the source of the Madstone spell. The skeleton warlock was casting the Madstone spell is no more. But why was it here
Alright.
in the first place?
The ability to jump
Perhaps
down. I always
Blaze
have to
and
like
his seals
glance
have
down here
answers.
just a little bit. But if you glance around just a there we go. If you glance around just a second, you can jump down through this towards the gate with the bone door. You just kind of like run through. Guess that guy gets to live. And to talk to Blaze. If you could D-door, obviously it's generally a couple of seconds faster, but
Good,
you
good.
just jump through.
The giant roars.
So official
My
experience is
seer
566
skeletons were
and
dragging
37,
Our
647
ancestors' bones
in
used to hide their dirty
28
tricks.
minutes,
A
give or
curse
take.
upon their heads.
Still good, still
This
quality.
is a place
It's just
to
less
avoid.
good than I
The
thought it
crater
was.
here will drive you mad, and only death will bring
Only
peace.
death will bring peace. Alright, we got it. Thank you. Alright, well that was Madstone Crater. I hope you had a good time. And if you enjoyed this video, please smash the like and subscribe buttons. Don't forget to hit the little bell. And we'll see you guys real soon. Toodles.